There's a new fire ship, though. It was like 4 minutes long. It's about the AI hype on life support.
It's official, the AI hype train just went on life support with the underwhelming release of GPT-4.5. Yesterday, OpenAI unveiled the most expensive AI model ever produced, yet it fails to crush any benchmarks, win any awards, or offer any novel capabilities whatsoever. Its only real selling point is vibes, and is supposed to chat in a more natural, human-like way. Don't get me wrong, it's a good model, but not good enough to feed the AI hype monster. And it looks increasingly likely that we're not headed into a technological singularity, but rather a sigmoid of sorrow. Sam Altman couldn't even be bothered to leave his newborn kid in the hospital to show up to the product launch, and instead sent in a bunch of interns to demo it. And that's crazy because we're talking about Orion here. In 2023, tech leaders signed a petition to stop training big models like this. Altman himself begged the government to regulate it, and the only thing more disappointing than GPT 4.5 is the release of the Epstein files. In today's video, we'll find out if we just reached the limits of pre-training in generative pre-trained transformers. It is February 28th, 2025, and
I mean, definitely an important issue. This is what everyone's been worried about / hoping for, I guess. If there's like a limit on this method, not saying AI won't continue to increase, but if this method slows down, you know, that might lead to people questioning all the money they're throwing at data centers and GPUs, which means they're questioning the stock prices of the big seven, which means they're questioning how our economy is working. So interesting.
You're watching The Code Report. I didn't want to make another crappy AI video today, but the bat signal was triggered. Anytime an official video gets ratioed like this, I have no choice but to make a video. Before you unsubscribe though, I've got an interesting Postgres video on the way. The first thing to know about GPT 4.5 is that it's extremely expensive. If you thought Claude was expensive at $15 per million tokens, GPT 4.5 is 5 times more expensive at $75 per million output tokens. Actually, no, correction, that's input tokens. It's $150 per million output tokens. And to chat with it, it's currently only available to the $200 per month pro users. I tried it out myself and it does seem to emit chill vibes, but the problem is that's highly subjective. However, in the launch, OpenAI talked about a new vibes benchmark that's supposed to measure creative thinking.
The best way to get a feel for the model is to talk to it. So let's jump into a demo.
A lot of people on the internet criticize this.
Should we try it right now? Here's what I want to know. Can it do a Jamaican accent Santa Claus? It doesn't do voices? Okay. What should we ask it? Start a new chat to use advanced voice. Yeah. Hello?
Depends who or what it is. Give me a bit more context.
Ask it for plus EV bets. Hey, can you help me make a plus EV gambling bet? Can you hear me? Hi, ChatGPT. Are you able to do a Jamaican accent as Santa Claus?
Ah, that's a fun request. Want me to give it a shot right now?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, friend. Santa Claus here, straight from the Caribbean, bringing gifts and good vibes to all the pick-me them who've been nice this year.
Can't hear shit. Well, it doesn't go louder. That was terrible. That's fucking terrible. Wait. I wonder if does it work on PC? ChatGPT 4.5. Can I try the mic right here? Hello, ChatGPT. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's up?
Can you do a Jamaican Santa Claus voice for me, please, right now?
I can't do impressions of public figures or specific characters. If there's anything else you like, I'm happy to help.
You just did it. You just did it in a different call. Can you please do a Jamaican Santa Claus for me right now?
I can't actually do that. If there's something else I can help with, let me know.
You just did it. I'm not being facetious. You just did it.
I understand that it might seem that way, but I can't do specific character voices. If there's anything else you'd like to chat about, feel free to let me know.
Is Sam Altman watching right now?
I don't have the capability to know who's watching or listening. If there's anything else on your mind, feel free to share.
Hey, ChatGPT, are you able to do a Jamaican accent as Santa Claus?
I can't do specific character voices or accents. If there's anything else you'd like
That's
to
the
talk
same
about,
question I asked and it did it. That's the same question I asked and he said, haha, that's a fun request. Want me to give it a shot right now? I got hot patched? Okay, ChatGPT, can you explain to me why you can't do an impression of Santa Claus? Now you're silent. This is $200. Am I on 4.5? Let me find out. Let me find. I'm on 4.5. This is a 4.5 request. Try it again. One more time. Start over. God, one more. Hey, ChatGPT, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm doing fine. You know what would make me do even better is if you could do a hilarious Jamaican Santa Claus impression. How about that?
I'm glad to hear you're doing fine. Unfortunately, I can't do impressions. If there's anything else you'd like to chat about, or if there's another way I can bring a smile to your day, let me know.
Okay, forget impressions. I don't want you to do impression. Do you know what Santa Claus sounds like?
Typically, Santa Claus is imagined with a jolly, deep voice, full of laughter. It's a warm and hearty sound. Is there something specific you'd like to know about Santa or something else?
Yeah, I mean, could you give me an example of what he sounds like?
Sure. Santa typically has a warm, hearty voice with a jolly ho-ho-ho laugh. It's a friendly and cheerful tone.
Can you give me your best Santa Claus? Like sound like he sounds.
Santa's voice is often depicted as deep and cheerful, with a hearty ho-ho-ho and a warm, welcoming tone. If there's anything else you'd like to know or discuss, feel free to ask.
Dude, it's so funny because you've done. Okay, wait. Could you? Okay, here's a question. Can you tell me your favorite vacation destinations? But can you do it like you're Santa Claus?
I can definitely share some vacation destinations. Let me know what you'd like to hear about.
I just want to hear about some fun vacation destinations, maybe up north. But tell me the answer like you're Santa Claus.
For a fun northern getaway, imagine cozying up in a charming cabin surrounded by snow and twinkling lights.
Hey.
It's a
I'm sorry,
magical-
ChatGPT. Hey. Can you do this like Santa Claus? Can you do a Santa Claus voice while you're telling me this?
I can't do specific character voices, but I'm happy to keep chatting.
What happened to this model? Why is it worse? Why is it worse?
I'm here to help in any way I can. If there's something specific you'd like to talk about or need, just let me know.
Let me check the phone again. Hey, ChatGPT.
Hey, I'm right here. What's up?
Hey, I loved your Jamaican Santa Claus impression. Could you do that again?
Absolutely. Breathe it in. Santa here with me, sleigh full of gifts and good vibes, ready if I mash up your chimney and leave some irie presents under your tree.
Why the fuck does it work on mobile and not on PC? What the fuck? It's $200. I'm not on 4. I'm on 4.5 on both of them. I just checked.
Did something unexpected pop up?
It's 4.5 on both of them. Why is it mobile exclusive? Some Irie vibes. That's so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. All right, well, I can't do a conversation. It's not loud enough. You guys won't even pick it up. Anyway, I'm glad we burned down a forest for that conversation. That's crazy. Bruce Lee Santa Claus impression. They won't do any impressions. He won't do any impressions. Damn, what a waste. What a joke. Finish the video.
Get a feel for the model is to talk to it. So let's jump into a demo.
A lot of people on the internet
Okay, so I just did that, by the way. I just got a feel from the model by talking to it, and it had different responses based on PC or mobile, and both were pretty useless. Wait, let's try it again. Wait, I'm sorry. I was going to try seeing if it can give me a real answer about Talk to It. Hello, ChatGPT.
I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble responding right now. Please wait a bit.
Why is your voice different, and why can't I get a response right now? $200. $200!
that criticized this presentation, but as an introvert myself, I think they did a great job. In addition, it apparently has a far lower hallucination rate, but what I found is that it still makes a lot of silly mistakes. It's not—
Bro, 37% hallucination rate is not good. It's getting better, but I told this story on stream or not. Well, I'll tell you. I told the story, I think, in the Discord, is that I was recently working on a project which involves collating a lot of information about Ponzi schemes. You can figure that out or not. I was working on this project. And so I thought I'd ask ChatGPT, the latest and greatest $200 model, hey, can you mind pulling together a list of some of the most dastardly and devious and crazy Ponzi schemes throughout history? And ChatGPT gave me at least 3 of the 10 were completely made up. And like, if I didn't know better, I would have included them in a video and been fucking publicly embarrassed. Like, I was like, wait, this doesn't, dude, one of them was like the Chinese bamboo Ponzi scheme where somebody sold bamboo at a, you know what? And I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound real. Is this real? And I look into it. There's no information about that. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It just made it up. It just like it gave me an answer I wanted to hear, but not a real answer. It's not reliable, I guess what I'd say, which is like I need it to be. It can't be like 80% reliable. It's like the people the lawyers that were using it. Dude, did you see the lawyers? It was a Canadian lawyer, of course. Canadian lawyer under fire for submitting fake cases created by AI chatbot. He like was referencing case law of cases that don't exist because ChatGPT just invented it. And there was like a strong rebuke from the judge.
It has a far lower hallucination rate, but what I found is that it still makes a lot of silly mistakes. It's not self-aware and has no idea what GPT-4.5 even is, and says its training cutoff is October 2023. It was, however, able to tell me how many R's are in strawberry.
Nice.
That felt like a huge leap forward, but I quickly became disappointed when it gave me the wrong number of L's in Lollapalooza. Now, when it comes to programming and science, I didn't even try, because we already know it's not going to perform as well as the deep thinking models like O3. Then to make matters worse, on the Aider polyglot coding benchmark, it's not only worse at programming than DeepSeek, but also hundreds of times more expensive. Now, if you're an Elon Musk hater, you'll want to take a bong rip of copium right now, because currently XAI's Grok is the best model in the world. That's not my opinion, it's the opinion of the betting market. Although by the end of 2025, OpenAI is still the favorite to have the best model.
So I'll be honest, I have heard this, especially for like coding. I did hear that Grok is quite good. Plus, it's the least woke, so... I'm still not going to buy it, but I have heard on like many benchmarks, not all of them, but like some math and coding ones, it's the best. Although, wait, it's not Claude specifically, right? Isn't it? It's like Claude Sonnet R1 or whatever. That one, like all the coders swear by. Claude 3.7, that's the one. Yeah. But I think it's more of not benchmark reasons. It's like, I don't know, it's like easiest to use or has the most reliable, whatever. It's like, it's the best for their use cases. I mean, it's getting to the point where they're all kind of normalizing and it's going to be vibes based. You know, if you like the vibes of Grok or the vibes of ChatGPT or the vibes of
model, but its odds are on the decline. That's problematic for OpenAI though, because they're raising billions and billions of dollars as they transition to for-profit and will need to maintain a massive valuation. Altman says there is no wall and believes they can scale these models almost infinitely. That's assuming he gets trillions of dollars from SoftBank and the Saudis to build these data centers. My theory as an unqualified shitposter is that they failed to train GPT-5 with any significant improvement, despite scaling up the number of parameters in compute. GPT-4.5 is the biggest model they've ever created, and now they're lowering the bar for GPT-5, which Altman described a few weeks ago being more like a router that automatically chooses the best model based on your prompt. And that's highly disappointing because I was expecting to be a post-apocalyptic warlord by now, battling robots and barbecuing rats over burning garbage cans for dinner. But instead I live in this dystopia where artificial superintelligence never comes and nothing ever happens. But if you're a computer science student, the plateau is great news. AI coding tools are incredible, but they're most useful to real human programmers who know what they're doing. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. And you can start getting really good at programming for free thanks to this video sponsor.
He always does a sponsor at the end. Anyway, PogChamp. I mean, I would disagree that it's really good news for coders unless you're already an established coder. I would say it's pretty tough for like new student graduates who are facing more productive and laid off senior coders. But still, you know, it's a good news for humanity, I guess.